Yeah, we live. What is going on? Jeremy.Adler. Kevin! What is going on, man? I will scream back to you. Jeremy, how you doing? What's going on? Man, oh wow, there are so many people. This is lovely. Wow. Hey. Man. In the building. We've got, well, so far I see Texas. I know there are other people from the craziest of places. Man. Y'all, deluxe album of the Lucky Ones. It's out. Was it out? Maybe in an hour it's out. I don't remember. See, this is why people need to keep me on track, because like these things I gotta remember. But regardless, it's coming out. It's tonight. We're really, really proud of these songs. Yeah, man, it's a different vibe. It feels like we're continuously pushing the boundaries for what we do. So I'm really, really excited for you guys to hear these songs. All right, I'm gonna find Kirstie. Kirstie Maldonado. Let's see where you are. Oh, I found you. Okay, I'm sending the. You got the Philippines. You got Washington. You got Alabama. Indonesia. I'm in Nigeria.
Hello.
What's good?
What's up?
How you doing? Oh, why can't I hear you? Oh, I know why.
Oh.
You know why I can't hear you? Give me a second. I know what's going on. I had this on, so I was like, I can't hear anything she's saying right now. And so now I know why.
Oh, nice.
Like, my Bose headphones were on. Yo, how you feeling?
I should have held a little stand. I'm good. I feel great.
You look
I feel
amazing.
very excited. Thank you so much.
I can see my face. Okay, there we go.
I'm super excited. I feel like it's so crazy when you hold on to things for so long, and then you're like, oh, I really want them to come out. I really want them to come out, and it obviously takes a while to get anything done ever,
I know.
just naturally. But it kind of feels like, oh my gosh, now it's coming, it's here, because they've been living with us for so long. And so I'm just so happy that everyone gets to see them.
I know. Like, wait, how long have we been living with these songs for? I want to say is it early 2009?
Early
18. 19, right?
Well, and also one of my favorites has been around since like 2014.
Oh, yo, that's true. Oh my gosh.
I'd like to say it's always been an OG fave for me.
Yeah, I know.
But,
we just like couldn't find the right project or time or purpose to put out the album, and now I feel, or this specific song.
Yeah.
And guys, this song that we're talking about, I want to just say, bitch sounds like a freaking angel. Oh, good.
An angel. And I know that already sells everyone because it's a Mitch solo, you guys. But it just sounds so good. And
Legit.
like the entire melody of the song just fits his voice so well, like stylistically. And I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with it. I've always been obsessed. So I'm really excited for everyone to hear that one.
Completely. Well, hold on. I found some questions from fans. Let me
great.
see.
Yes.
Let me find some. Y'all keep the questions coming as we look at these. Okay. Oh, this is actually kind of interesting. This actually has not much to do with the album, but it's actually a really good question. But from Andy Bandy, what's the best thing about being in an acapella group? I'll say one.
Yeah,
no,
you go
first. No.
You said it. You spoke first. I'm gonna think about it.
I think one of the most interesting things about being part of an acapella group is that this music is so unbelievably vulnerable. And I don't think I've ever been, I mean, I play cello and I love that, but there's this vulnerability when it's literally your naked body emitting sound with others as well. And it's chilling, it's frightening at times. But that vulnerability brings us together, which I feel like is also somewhat a theme of this album. Just the nakedness that we've all seen in terms of each other going through our processes. Like we've seen it all, everything, like the good, the bad, the ugly, the hopeful, but we can all grow in this time period. And that's why this album's so important. But I feel like acapella brings it's the same metaphor. Like it's frightening to be together sometimes when you're that vulnerable, but it's a beautiful, beautiful vulnerability. So that's the thing that I'm the most excited about when it comes to acapella.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, it's the same thing. Like if you've ever been in a choir and you're hitting like the big, huge moment in the choir and everyone's voices are soaring and like everyone's voices are around you and you just get those like full body chills of like you're a part of something so magical and so big, but like Kevin was saying, like so pure, like just from your body. And I feel like when we are doing the really emotional songs and just like how our arrangements are a lot of the times, like they just feel so special. And so those moments to me are like the most impactful and the most special. And it's just fun, like, you know, I love like being with my family on tour. Like I've done like so, oh my gosh, my eyelash is flying off because it's been 2 million years since I put one on. Everyone's gonna make fun of me, but I don't care.
Whatever, live your life, whatever.
But yeah, it's also just like so magical to be like with a group and experiencing such amazing things with other people. Like I wouldn't want to do it alone. There's obviously like benefits of doing things alone and benefits of doing things with a group, you know, but I just think it's so wonderful and magical to think like all the amazing things we've done, to have done those things with my friends, with my family, and just like with other people, you know. That's why you want to achieve things or have these wonderful experiences. You want to share them with people, and I think we've been so lucky to share so many of those with each other. That
completely
agree. Family, you know. So
yeah, we've been through so many. This is obviously personal for me, but even becoming a dad, like you guys are seeing that whole process literally in real time. And I am so happy that you guys who have known me from the beginning, all my mistakes, my failures, and just how much I've grown into this place where I feel confident enough to be a dad. Like that's just really special about being part of a group a long period of time, and especially in Acapella. So yeah, it is life-changing, y'all. So join an Acapella group, it'll change your life.
Yeah. They're fun.
Ooh, okay. Which deluxe track was the most time consuming to make? Is the track listing out?
I've seen people start to comment, but I don't know. Kevin and I are nervous. We don't want to give things away.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna.
I've seen people mention it. I've seen people mention the song. So.
Okay. Well, then I feel confident about that. Longest one to make on the deluxe track? It's a really good question. I don't know if anything took long to make.
No.
Oh yeah, maybe Petals. Yeah, that took some time to get the production right, I'd say. Yeah, and that one, yeah, that right, exactly. Very hesitantly, like.
Sarah goes, "You can talk."
Oh, great. Okay, yeah, probably Petals.
Petals.
Yeah. Well, okay. How about this? What is your favorite song you think from these deluxe songs?
Anchor. It really is. I've been waiting for that to see the light of day.
Oh yeah, I know. It's been so
I just
long.
love that one. What about you?
I don't know. Easy Love is such a vibe.
Yeah.
Like, if it's so weird. The only thing I can say to that one is if Drake did acapella, I would think he would write this song. He would do this one, and it's just got such a.
It's like
not
like in your, but it's just like easy.
Exactly. Like if Drake or like Khalid did a song that was acapella, this would be the one. And it just I listen to this one in the studio, in my house, you know, playing with Kaya just all the time, literally.
Yeah.
So that's probably my favorite. Hold on, let me see some other questions we have.
I really do love our little space of the ATs. I feel like, and Kevin and I were in the room writing the song, and so it's really cool to have been there from the beginning, and then to see it grow, and then to have another really amazing group want to collab on it with us, like just feels so special in terms of like the song, like from the initial stages, and then it's like all grown up and out on its own and collabing with someone, you know what I mean? Like I have like, that's like my child. No,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
That's really exciting too, and I love how like the different like fan groups are interacting and just talking, and I'm just so happy with it, and I'm so happy people love it as well.
Yeah, and I completely. Oh no, all I was gonna say is that I have become a stan of ATs. I've been like listening through some of the stuff they've been doing, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're so good, and I'm so honored that they would even think to collaborate with us. It's cool to see, like right now, music in the sense of like there's no boundary between mixing of cultures and mixing of languages.
Yeah,
like you'll see Dua Lipa and Angele together. You'll see Dua Lipa with Tiny and Bad Bunny, and like I'm like, that's so cool, and I feel like we get to be a part of that a little bit with that AT's collab. So I'm really excited about that.
I agree, and I love it as well.
Kirstie, when will you do a makeup tutorial?
Oh, I mean, I might need to go back to makeup school because this eyelash is flying off. But no, I did Nicole Lipstick Nick, if anyone knows, she was on tour with us for a while and she's super amazing. I did her 10-week course when we were all in quarantine, so it was on Zoom.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, it actually was really, really fun. And I love makeup. Like I mean, I threw these on, so don't make fun of me. I promise I could be better. But I've always loved makeup and loved playing around with it. And so I would love to, but I don't feel like I know enough to give like a tutorial and be like, here's my makeup tutorial. You know what I mean? Like I get nervous. I don't know.
I mean, you know enough and then you can continuously grow. I mean. And
because Kevin's the best teacher ever.
No.
Like you're going to be, you are a great dad, but.
Oh, I appreciate that. I mean, I think I think with what you know now, you have a really great basis to teach people what you know, and then you can just grow from there. I think you got it, honestly.
I can give enough. I'll have
just grow what you know and grow on that. You got this, girl. Don't play.
Really good, you guys.
Oh, this is a good question. How did the monthly class come to be? I'm so excited to learn from your process.
Yay!
Oh, that's a good question.
Who signed up and who's doing it? Because
that's what I want to know. I agree. Who is signing up for the class? That's what I care about because we have so much to teach you about our process.
Yeah.
How did it come about? They reached out to us, honestly.
Yeah.
And we were so honored. I mean, I guess we've been doing acapella now for 10 years. And I think it's one of those things that I think, once again, vulnerability. We know what we do well. I don't necessarily know if we know everything to know about acapella, but we know us and we can at least teach people what we do and how we think through it. Yeah. So it was excited to go through the process and slow it down when we were teaching it. We're saying, oh, these things that are so quick and intuitive for us, we need to figure out a way to explain it. And I think I realized how much we really understand what we do. I mean, when you're doing it so quickly, because I mean, and you'll see in the class, we want to go so fast because there's so much that we want to do, but then we have to slow it down. It's cool to know how much we've mastered what we do. And that's been really, like settling.
It was fun to like get down to the like little bits of exactly what it is too. Like, and that's why I say Kevin's such an amazing teacher because I feel like he really excelled there. Like when they would be like, actually,
that's kind.
Am I explaining that a little bit more? I'd be like, like, what do you mean explain it? You know what I mean? But like, I feel like you always had a really great way of explaining things in a way where like, yeah, like all the natural things that I would just be like, oh yeah, it's just this. It's A, it's B, it's whatever. Like you were able to explain them in such a great way. And I feel like that's not like a strong point for me. So, but in the entire process, it was really cool to go back and like get down to exactly like how we used to do everything and arrange like in front of people, like in person and be filmed like that. We've never done that before. And I feel like so many people have asked us to. So it was really exciting. And it was,
I agree. And also if you guys
forever.
Right, exactly. I know you guys have definitely been asking about it forever. And if you guys like the monthly class, we may have to do more of these, whether it's through monthly or whatnot, what have you. It'd be continuously fun to show you guys our process and what we do and stuff. So I'm really excited for that one. So yeah, sign up, monthly.com. Let me see.
And you don't have to read music.
That's good. Yes, you don't have to read music.
Someone's comment. People are like yes or no or whatever, but you don't have to read music to join the class. And again, to Kevin's point, it's like we're explaining it the way that we do it and the way that this is our process for the last 10 years, but it might not be someone else's process. But it also isn't like you don't have to be an aficionado to take it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the things we do is very organic and so I think you'd like it.
Yeah, I agree. You don't really have to have that much basis of fundamental music theory at all. Yeah. I think if you're a fan of acapella and you've always wanted to try to make your own version of that, I think we give enough tips for somebody who has no musical theory to be able to accomplish that goal. So rest easy, rest assured, we've got you. Take the class. Yeah. Okay, here's a question. What was it like singing with Little Glee Monster on both Dear My Friend and Midnight in Tokyo? Well, the first thing is like I wish we had an opportunity to be in the studio performing them with
Mhm.
them, but we couldn't because obviously they're in Japan and we're in the United States. And I think did we do both of them in COVID? Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was hard. But I mean, the way modern music works today, I mean, a lot of collabs don't happen in person. It's a lot of it's just, hey, I sang this thing, sending it to you. Oh, I like this. I can put something on top of it. They do it. You get back the files. Sounds great, you know. So
Yeah.
they're so talented, and I feel like we really understand each other's vibes, being vocal groups, and they're such sweet, wonderful, wonderful girls. And so I'm so excited that we got to do both of these songs and that they're on our deluxe album.
Yeah. I know every time I watch the video, they're just so cute. And I remember like we met
Yeah.
them and I'm like, I want to be with them.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, they're great. And I'm excited for if slash when we go back to Japan
Hmm.
and get to hopefully collab with them there and maybe sing the songs there. That would be awesome, you know?
Yeah, I agree. And also the video is wild, everybody. I cannot wait for people to see this video. It's definitely progressive for us. We have never done anything like this. So I'm really, really excited for you
Also,
guys to see this video.
you know, like you guys saw like a little like sneak peek here and there. So, and I posted a picture about this, but they scanned our bodies and you
Yeah.
got this
Oh,
like
yeah.
circular thing where like almost like the thing like kids play under, you know what I mean? Like it's like an orb kind of. And they had cameras everywhere. And so you would like strike a pose and they would take a bunch of pictures and then you get in different configurations. And then they digitalized it. So it's like you were in a video game. It was amazing.
Hmm.
They were like changing like what I was composed of. It was so cool. I was like, should we make a video game?
Yeah.
I was like, this is so exciting.
I would love to do an Avatar concert of Pentatonix because I feel like that'd be really, really interesting to kind of personify in video game format what we do. Like, I don't know, when Matt does big bass things, like the whole earth shakes, and like when you guys do 3-part, like the skies open up. I don't know. There's just something cool that I feel like I would love to see.
A concept. You heard it first here.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring
Yeah. That'd be fun. Okay, another question. Ooh, this is interesting. Okay, what is the best part and the worst part of being on tours? I'm like, that's a really good question. I think the best part is being around so many people that you absolutely love. I mean, the tour family has become truly like a family as well. We've really curated an experience where we want to feel like love, harmony, peace, acceptance, tolerance, and that everybody's just working with integrity. And so we get on that stage feeling so confident in what we do because of the team that we have, the crew that we have around us. I think sometimes what's hard, at least for me, is I miss home a lot, and I think Kirstie can probably say this is true, but I don't think, at least I don't think I realized how much I missed home until COVID happened. And this is the first time we really were at home enjoying kind of the fruits of our labor. It's the first time I really took a second to think back and reflect about what we've done. And we've had an amazing career, and I don't want to take that for granted, but I want to also rest well as well. So I'm definitely taking rest into consideration, especially now having Kaya in my life. I'm like, I need to be very available for my children, but I also want them to see, our band do what we do. I want them to be like, that's my dad. Oh my gosh. They'll probably never do that. They're going to be like, Dad, you're not the coolest guy ever. You've never been cool. I'm like, I get it. I get it.
Boxing around her because it's going to become so normal to her. And then she won't be excited anymore.
No, she'll be like, oh, whatever. Oh, it's just Dad doing his thing, whatever. Like, great. Thanks. Appreciate it. So, yeah.
I agree with Kevin. It's funny, like, right when COVID happened, like I wasn't excited, but it was nice to like spend time in the house that I had, kind of built for myself, or like just everything that I put in my house. I hadn't really gotten to enjoy it because we were always so busy and always touring, and yeah, it was just nice to do that. I was like taking the dogs on a walk, and I didn't realize that like all down the street, it's like the same kind of tree, and it was blossoming, and you know what I mean? Just, like that sounds kind of silly, but like little tiny things that I didn't notice because before we didn't have the time to really like look around, smell the roses or whatever, you know, and notice those details. And then when we were kind of like stuck at home, I was like, oh my gosh, yay. Like this is something I've never gotten to do before. So that actually was, you know, like I guess a highlight of the time that we had to spend here. And yeah, I'd say like it's so wonderful to tour and see so many amazing places and meet so many wonderful new people and experience the cultures and the food and just it. I never thought that I never went out of the country before I was in Pentatonix. Remember the first out of country experience was in China, and it was like in Shenzhen, and they didn't have any English in the hotel, like even like the phones and all. I remember getting there crying because I didn't know how to like talk. I couldn't even contact anyone. I couldn't contact Kevin. I was like, Kevin, please help me. I'm trying to get one. But yeah, I just never thought I would get to see so many wonderful things, and Pentatonix has allowed us to do that, and just the experiences that we've all had together, or yeah, they've just been awesome. And I miss that now that we've been here. You know, it's really just looking at everything and being grateful for all of it, and also finding the balance, like you're saying too, which I think we all really are trying to understand and get now.
I agree, because if we get the balance, then we'll be able to I think be more present in our gratefulness in each stage in each season. Like I can be on stage, be really, really grateful for that. But when I'm home and I get to be home for a little bit of time, I can really be grateful for that rather than rushing and not taking the time to just be present. And so I completely agree with that. There's a question here that I like. Is this the start of a veer into more original content, or are you going to stick with the original album every 5 years, covers between? Well, that was weird. I mean, I think, you know, we still have to have this meeting as a band, but we've been talking about, like, what does the next decade of Pentatonix look like? Yes, you heard us, decade. Don't play. We're not going to go away. And I think we'd want to go into more original content. I mean, I think this Lucky Ones album was the compilation of so much experience in 5 years, where each one of us kind of found ourselves, and we could bring that back to the band and have a collective experience that felt more rooted in in how good we feel about who we are. So I'm excited to now take that base and progress that. Like, what does it mean when we go wild with that nucleus of how we feel good about ourselves? Like, we could try such different, weird, crazy things and also see what kind of songs can come out of that. I'm really excited to see how we experiment. Yeah, I'm excited to see how we experiment.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's it. That's what I would say. A new decade, yes. A new decade. Okay, I tried it. Let's see, what else do we have up here? 8:24. Kirstie, we got 5 or 6 minutes, and then I think somebody else is doing it. Yeah, I think Matt's doing live at 8:30 on YouTube. Is that correct?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay. Halloween album? Gosh, I wish. That'd be crazy.
I am so down for that. As you
Honestly, I'd be really down if we did. We've talked about this whole, like, if we did a post-punk 2000s like album, that would be cool.
Oh yeah.
I want that to happen.
Yeah.
Let's see. Would y'all ever do a virtual concert? Yeah, I think so. It just would have to be done right, because like we couldn't do it over Zoom because too much uncertainty. I don't know how we would do that. But yeah, I think sometime soon. Let's see. What else is there? Oh, wow. How are you going to decide what songs to sing for tour? That is such...
We have no idea.
Yeah. I mean, because we did really progress and push ourselves, I think, on this album vocally. and songwriting wise and production wise, that it would really take some time to figure out the arrangements live, which is an exciting thing to think about, but like it really have to take some time. So you'll see it when you see it. How about that? You'll figure it out when we're on stage.
We have so much new content. Like before, I feel like when we were touring kind of nonstop, it was kind of hard to add new things into the mix because we were already so busy. But now that we've had all this time, so many new songs, so much new content.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I feel like you get, when you're doing the same thing over and over, it's like not as exciting anymore. And now we have so much new stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it.
I know. Well, it's funny because I feel like we have so much new content where I'm like, a lot of the stuff that we've done in the past, I would almost say 70 to 75% of that we can put to the side and really focus on all the new content, which would be super exciting, at least for us, to sing just new stuff in general. So
yeah, we'll have to practice though. I'm kind of nervous.
Yeah, you're right. We'd have to practice a lot.
But they don't know what they're in for.
Exactly. They're like, it could be amazing or it could go terribly wrong. So we'll have to figure it out. There's this one question that I like that could be a closer of this live. Since being in PTX, how have you grown the most personally and musically? That's a good question. I'm going to let you start with that.
Oh my God. I mean, so much. If you think about it, it's been 10 years from early 20s. Or I mean, when I joined, I was 19. So under 20 to now 29. And I think just in that year, in any 10 years, you grow so much. Wow. I mean, I don't even know. So much.
Pick one attribute personally, one attribute musically that you're like, in this one area, I have really grown.
I think my focus and my commitment has really grown.
Agree.
It's not like I wasn't committed or focused, but if there wasn't a clear path, or I wasn't certain, or I didn't know, I would be too worried about how to get there. And I think now I'm better at just committing and striving and making it happen and being a problem solver, which I'm very happy for. And yeah, I'm just like so less naive than I used to be. And I think with just how busy our schedules are and just all the things that have happened within my life, like I'm able to recognize red flags or recognize things that I don't want to be a part of or don't benefit the situation or I know won't help me grow or whatever that is. I'm able to recognize those and then make a call on it in that way. And thank goodness. What about you?
Okay, personally, that's a good question. I think I'm a lot more patient and less passive aggressive. I think in the past I used to be like keeping all of my emotions in because I was afraid to let my true thoughts come out. But when they would come out, I feel like I just kind of blow up. And so I have learned to be able to speak honestly, but not be passive aggressive. Just say what I need to say. I think that took me a long time. And it's obviously very much helped me in marriage, or even when I was dating before. Like it really helped me because now, she and I have a really great relationship where, I mean, we just say what we need to say. And I feel like, we can do that in the band. And we all know that we're all trying to accomplish the same goal, albeit we all have different methods or ideals of how to get there.
Yeah.
But I'm really, really, really excited about that. That one I'm personally very happy for my growth. Musically, I think I am a lot more accepting to new ideas. I feel like because of the musical background of, a strict pedagogy of classical music, I wasn't as I won't say not as creative, but if there are new ideas that didn't work within the musical theory that I understood, I would say, I don't understand how this is going to work. But some music just feels good because it feels good. And the basis of music is not based off of theory. Theory comes after people make something, and then you create a study around it. So I think now I'm just like, oh, if it feels good, it feels good. And maybe somebody will study what we do and there'll now be a theory of how acapella should be done from us. And And so I'm really open to accepting new ideas, I think, from that standpoint. So I don't know. What about you?
What? Oh no, I mean,
What about you musically?
I think too, like theory wise, I mean, I definitely am like the least knowledgeable in theory in the group, but that's been a really interesting journey. I feel like I've learned a lot from just all of you guys, and I completely agree that you don't have to be super proficient in theory to create something that's meaningful and impactful for people. That obviously is like a nice little glitter add-on sparkly moment, but that's not everything that you have to make something really impactful. I mean, yeah, musically, I really feel like I have honed in. I have a lot of discipline with my voice and treating it. And I think in the beginning, like I'm a big like yes girl. Like I don't want to say no to anything. And now I've learned when to say no in the right times to protect my voice or my craft or energy, whatever you want to say, you know. And I think like my discipline throughout the years and my commitment to my discipline has grown in such a great way. And I'm really excited. And even in COVID times, like I'm ready to apply my newfound discipline that I've learned within the last year and a half into our touring life too, you know? So
completely.
yeah.
Yo, you are a G of all G's. The thing I love the most about you is that I feel like you have been so intentional about your growth, so intentional about your learning. And it's been honestly like an absolute blessing and it's been beautiful to witness. And I mean, I'm saying this because I mean, you're like a sister to me. That's why I'll always say it, and I'm not gonna cry. But like, I love watching you know exactly what you want and say, okay, I'm gonna get from A to B. I have no idea how to get there, but if this takes leveling up on my person, then okay, here we go and start. Not like, oh, well, I don't start. And I just really love that about you, and I love how you've grown in that.
Thank you. Thanks, Kev. Love you.
100%. 100%. I will say it again and again and again and again. I love that about you.
Thank you. Love you. I'm
Yeah.
proud of all of us. I'm proud of all our growth, and I'm excited for all the new things that are coming your way, everyone.
I agree. I completely agree. Y'all, new album. Go get it. Go listen to it. Stream it everywhere. And if you don't, no, you will. So you will. Just go stream it.
Play all your friends, your family, everyone.
Yeah, everybody.
And get excited for more announcements and new things and more Pentatonix.
Absolutely. And go over to see Matt's live on YouTube right now. We've like taken 3 minutes of his time, so that's crazy. Like, y'all go.
Everyone go. We love you.
All right, guys. Bye. We'll see you soon.